without boring you, we kind of want to give you a quick rundown of what we did, where we ate, and we'll detail a few things. So we started our day with breakfast at a place called La Mallorquina, and we had pastries.
Delicious pastries.
Which were amazing.
We just had breakfast here at La Mallorquina.
We had a croissant con chocolate.
Yes.
And let me tell you, it was a latte chocolate.
Yes.
That thing had like a Hershey bar worth of chocolate on top and another one inside. So
And it was good chocolate.
Good. Then we also shared a...
We tried to share.
Well, we literally tried to share a Palmeras glaciada, which is like a little, I guess, I don't know. You know better than I, Spanish-speaking America. But
It seemed like a shortbread cookie
with a nice icing on it, yeah.
From there, we went to the Prado National Museum. And it's a huge, huge art museum where we got to see
Goya, we got to see some Velázquez, we got to see some Caravaggio, and Hieronymus Bosch, the Garden of Earthly Delights.
And we were able to sneak a couple of pictures, which we're not supposed to do, and I feel like Andrew's brother Chris would kill us for doing it, but we had to, because we saw the creepy one of Saturn eating his child.
It's not creepy, it's an allegory.
Well, anyway.
Or it's literal, I don't, you know.
It was difficult to navigate the museum, but we had fun doing it.
It was a lot tougher than any museum I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot.
Yeah. So after the museum, we walked across town because we were hungry, and we went to find lunch. And we had planned, because we'd used TripAdvisor and suggestions from friends, we decided to go with a place called Casa Lucio. And first of all, we couldn't find it, and we finally did. And it was really, it was kind of hidden.
The doors are closed, there's no windows, there's just signage, so it would look like it would be closed, but there's people in there.
They are famous for their scrambled eggs on top of French fries. And some people have said that sounds gross, but let me tell you, it was incredible.
Our expectations were low because when we got there, Lucio, who is the owner of Casa Lucio, greeted us. It was an old man in a suit who came up to our table. He looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, and he was cradling a piece of fillet, like a fillet piece of beef, as if you would hold a child. Like he was one-arming a toddler. And he was just, he wasn't, I don't know if he was petting it or not. I'm doing the thing like he's petting it. Like he's a Bond villain with a cat. But he came to our table, he showed us the raw meat, and asked us if we spoke Spanish, and of course I just went.
I said, no.
And he said, oh, and then he took the beef and he put it in like a freezer case next to our table.
But he was really cute, totally a Gus. And then we had garlic chicken, which was the best garlic chicken I've ever had.
It was amazing.
From there, we walked over to Almudena Cathedral. They are all about the nuns there. All about the nuns.
They love a nun.
Andrew is a little bit afraid of creepy nuns, and there were so many creepy nuns.
You could say it was a habit.
Next door to that was the Royal Palace. We didn't go in it, so we didn't really have time.
Palace of Madrid. We're visiting all the palaces.
Because we're royalty in our own minds.
For sure. Tell me how you're feeling.
Full of food and excited to be here, and it's nice to be in the city. And
it is nice to be in a city.
I hadn't seen any kind of like artistic or sculptural representation of St. Paul in at least a day. So it was good to see that. I don't know.
That's the palace.
Gotta get back to work. Sorry guys.
From there, we walked over to Plaza Mayor, which was really pretty, but they were setting up for what reminded me of like the Bryant Park Christmas shops. And so there was a lot of construction going on. Off of Plaza Mayor was this place called Chocolateria San Ginés.
I would say San Ginés.
San Ginés.
Sangina? Were you going to say Sangina?
They are famous for their Spanish hot chocolate, which is
Water-based rather than milk-based.
water-based rather than milk-based, and churros. We didn't really know what to do and how to order or really how to be at all.
We just wanted it in our stomachs.
No one spoke English, of course, so we were trying our best. Well, one of us was trying our best to read the menu.
It was chocolate. Chocolata. Churro. It's churro.
So it was almost, I don't even want to bastardize it. I was going to say it was like a bowl of Hershey syrup, but it was not.
Oh God, no.
It was
so much better.
So good. And you dip your churro in it, and I don't even love churros, but I loved them there.
It was good though.
After the chocolate and churros, we took a walk to Retiro Park. It was starting to get dark, and by the time we got there, the sun had gone down, but it was still pretty well lit. Kind of like Central Park, like it was probably, I don't know, 6 p.m. at this point. Our whole point was to go find the only statue in all of Europe dedicated to Satan. It's basically a fallen angel, Lucifer statue. And because it's the only one in Europe, and I think we read somewhere, possibly the world, that's dedicated to Satan. It's absolutely beautiful. By the time we got there, it was pretty dark, so the pictures that you're seeing are not the best, but we had a good time finding it. And
we could also probably Google it and show it to you in the daylight.
that's true. We decided to meander our way to dinner at a place called
Cacao Resto Bar.
It was listed on TripAdvisor as the #1 restaurant in Madrid. And so we went. Let me tell you, friends, first of all, best sangria I've ever had outside of Josh Fernandez Reed's house. Shout out.
We had a selection of tapas. Delicious. We had so many, but just enough because the waiter told us, when to stop. We were just listing things. He said, that'll be enough. And he was exactly right. It was the perfect amount of food. We had
Nachos.
what the Spanish call nachos.
We had the plantains. It was a fried plantain with pork.
Some sort of cheese item. It was like a fried.
Oh,
cheese.
fried.
It was a mozzarella stick, but it was not. It was mozzarella cheese, I believe. But
Yeah,
it was more of like
mozzarella.
a pastry type. It did come with a molasses dipping sauce, which I enjoyed, but Joy did not.
I didn't need it. The cheese is good on its own. No need to church it up with molasses.
But if the chef decided that it went with the sauce, I was going to try to encapsulate the chef's vision.
I tried. And then the fourth thing was the bravas potatoes, which are Spain's #1 dish. So TripAdvisor says.
It's like an oven-baked potato in brava sauce, which is like a red pepper, I thought. Red pepper, like gravy type sauce.
So good.
So good.
We made friends with the waiter. We made friends with the owner.
We were friendly because of the sangria.
Red face because of the sangria as well. So the check came and the owner asked us if we would be interested in a free shot of their house homemade liqueur. And the answer to that is always yes.
Sí.
Sí.
I feel like that's the first time and the last time I spoke Spanish on the trip. I think I said, sí, caballero. Or something to that effect.
So we got the house liqueur. It was incredible. And when he came back, I was like, what is this? It's amazing. And he said, homemade Baileys. I was like, yes. Because the 72-year-old inside of me will always take a Baileys. In that day, our main day where we were all over the place, we walked 26,000 steps, which is more than I've even done at Disney World.
We need a city, we decided.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just need to be in a city.
Yeah.
Again, nothing against Malta, the Maltese, and the cities that we're in right now, but it's not the same. The energy is different.
So I had a great birthday, in spite of everything going on in the world and in the country, and Andrew was great at helping me take my mind off of, you know, sad stuff right now. But my birthday was fantastic, and thanks to all of you who sent me messages and texts and Facebook, you know, fun. It always makes for a great birthday. All right, so we will see you guys soon. We have several videos we're hoping to get out in the next couple of days.
Lucky you.
Yeah, so I hope you're having fun with them. We're still having fun doing them for you. So,
Yes.
all right, we miss you all. Bye.
Bye.
Here we are in Madrid, and I gotta say, it kind of feels a little like home, except with huge palaces.